Hi, I'm Jakey Cabe.
And I'm Patrick by name.
And we are currently rehearsal and getting ready to open Stones in His Pockets. About 2 hours, I think.
It is about a couple of guys in the west of Ireland who have found themselves working as extras on a big American movie, and sort of about the way that they get into trouble, out of trouble, and find a bit of their own identities through this whole process.
And a lot about the two different worlds sort of coming together. The world of this small town in Western Ireland that gets invaded by a big Hollywood production company, and how it takes over the lives of those towns, and how those groups of people come together, and how little events can cause a ripple that costs millions of dollars. I mean, I'm not sure that that's the
No, but yeah, how little events can turn into big events, and the unintended consequences of this entire process, and what it does to these two men's lives, Jake and Charlie, and that they need each other's friendship.
Yeah.
And I think what it ultimately is really about is the two of them finding out that they need that friendship with each other.
and everything that kind of comes from that friendship. So it's kind of it.
Yep.
As if we've done that.
We do have to do that still.
Yes, we do.
It's sure, it's tricky. I mean, it's the great challenge of the piece, is flipping from all of these different voices and characters, and I mean, the learning of the lines is just one aspect of it. It's the different rhythms and the different energies and the different physicalities for each of those at the different moments in the play, in the story.
Everybody in the show is real. There's no cardboard characters. There are no, what's the word? I can't think of the right word.
Nothing's two-dimensional.
Yes.
They're not superficial caricatures. It's about trying to find the depth to the character and being able to pop into that depth.
Yeah.
On the turn of a line.
And like sometimes I found like early on I might create something that's a little extreme for each one just so I can jump into it. And then as we are growing and growing and growing and hopefully learning more about it, we can refine it to where when we make the shift, the audience, because that's the thing, is it's about making those shifts and the audience immediately knowing this is that character, because at one time 5 characters are in an argument.
Yes. Often with themselves,
themselves,
making us in an argument with ourselves.
Exactly.
Frequently. So really defining those things.
Yeah.
Sure. Jake and Charlie's Wild Adventure.
Yeah. Jake and Charlie's Wild. I was trying to say, No Country for Irish Men. I've got to know Patrick a lot more. We knew each other and have briefly worked together, but now we've got to know each other. Previously with Chambly, he and I were friends and worked together a lot, and so you depend on each other. So I love the friendship of it, and as we are doing that, Patrick and Jakey, the same thing is happening in the play.
Sure.
So it's sort of this like kind of, both times I've done it, it's art kind of imitating life.
I think the playwright Marie Jones, she's just written this really amazingly compact piece, and the story that's resonant. It's these two men really finding their way into this idea of taking ownership of their lives and their own life story, and the playwright has found a particular convention to do this that is so very unique and full of energy and so purely theatrical.
Yeah.
So I think those two things, the pure theatricality, the fun of the conventions of the piece, and this idea, this notion of how important it is to be able to hold on and tell your own story.
I
think it's just those moments where those moments of sort of inspired confusion where we turn around and have to look at each other and say, "And we are
And
who now?"
Yes.
There's not frustration with each other. It's more an appreciative
It's all
laugh with each other about how that happens.
complete understanding and complete like I know your pain.
That's right. So I don't know if there's been any big funny moments in life, but there have been moments of great empathy with each other where we look at each other and say, "Wow, yeah, next line I'm going to be exactly there where you are now."
Brown.
Depends on Charlie's mood for the day. He has a favorite yellow shirt on the good days. Otherwise, it's all black.
Yeah, I think Jake likes red.
Yes. Yeah. Multiple times. I guess 4 or 5 times now. And it's an area of study for me in my own degrees and research and work. So yeah, I've been to Ireland and my family's from there. Love the nation.
Irish, movies,
Yes.
and cows.
We can't forget the cows. Touching, bittersweet, uplifting,
Nice.
and cows.
And cows.
Fourth word.
So, come see Stones in His Pockets by Marie Jones.
It opens
Thursday, May 16th
May 16th at Stage West.
through Sunday, June 23rd.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be brilliant. If you've seen it before, you've not seen it this way. It's going to blow you away. Blow them away. Far and away.